These are our shirts. We got our nice little picture here and on a couch talking sports. We got some sports icons down here. It's pretty good stuff.
We got Tom Brady's helmet. Got Derek Jeter right here. No, he's a Red Sox player. What am I saying? Ooh.
He's a Yankee, you mean?
Wait, hold on. Let's try.
Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another super edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. As always, I'm Robbie. This is Kyle. Kyle, how are you tonight?
Not too bad, Robbie. Had a pretty good night so far. How about you?
Good, doing well. Had some good pizza, some good curly fries, courtesy of tonight's show's unofficial sponsor, Norwood Pizza. Shout out Norwood Pizza.
Yeah.
Just terrific pizza, curly fries.
Yeah,
just
classic.
so good. Fills you up, it's so good.
Yep.
So for tonight's episode, well, actually, you know what? Before we get into tonight's episode, there's one thing we have to address. We are wearing these shirts.
Right here.
We've been leaning closely so you can see all the magic that is our new official On a Couch Talking Sports t-shirt that were made by my mom. So thanks, Mom. Appreciate it. Shouting out my mom. First time I've done that on a show, I think. But anyway, so these are... We've got our lovely picture here. Then we've got the On a Couch Talking Sports at the top. And then we've got some players, some logos, some symbols here from each of the four major sports.
Basically, we have Tom Brady's helmet. We got David Ortiz right here. We got some pretty major players over here. So
very good, yeah, definitely. And all right, so now that that's been established, it's time to move into our episode. Tonight, what we're going to do is it's going to be the official, as we scooch back a little bit, the official On a Couch Talking Sports Super Bowl recap episode. That's right. We're going to be recapping Super Bowl 50 that took place this past Sunday night between the Carolina Panthers and the Denver Broncos. If you missed the game, live under a rocker from another planet. The Denver Broncos beat the Carolina Panthers in the Super Bowl 24-10. And Kyle, let's just get right into it. This Denver team obviously did not do any favors around this region, knocking out the Patriots in the AFC Championship game. But you have to admit, their defense played outstanding. And not only the AFC Championship game, but in the Super Bowl Sunday night. They basically shut down the league MVP this year, Cam Newton, in the Super Bowl, and basically helped serve their offense roll to that 14-point victory, which could have been a lot worse. So, just sort of talk to us a little bit about what you saw out of that Denver defense, because they really played very well on Sunday night.
Yeah, I'm gonna say up front, I didn't actually end up seeing the entire game. I had a lot of stuff going on that night, to be honest, and unfortunately, I was one of those Patriots fans that didn't care enough about the Super Bowl to watch the entire thing. Sorry. I do have a lot of respect for Peyton Manning, but yeah, but what I saw, I did see a good chunk of it, at least like the first half, and I thought it was they played really well. I agree with everything you said. They had a great defense, and honestly, they really brought their A game, I think, to this game. This was the big win. This was the one Peyton Manning really. He was pushing through. Man, he got his victory,
Yeah, and speaking of Peyton Manning, obviously a lot of rumors going around out there. Will this be Peyton Manning's final game? Will it not? That remains to be seen. No decision has been made, as of this taping at least. But if it is in fact his last game, let's just start talking about legacy. Because, Peyton Manning, even though we're New England fans and we love Tom Brady, and we still think that Brady is better than Manning in a lot of ways. There's no denying that Peyton Manning is a great quarterback, and it's going to go down as one of the at least top 25 quarterbacks of all time. And won his second Super Bowl. So he really, if there was any way to go out in what potentially is your final game, that's the way to do it.
Yes.
Is to win a Super Bowl. Your second Super Bowl. So, just sort of talking about Peyton Manning and just the fact that if this was in fact his final game, he did leave quite a legacy and went out on top.
Oh yeah, went out with a bang. Yep, just the way I'm sure you wanted to do. So
definitely, and Peyton, if this is your last game, we wish you the best of luck in retirement. Definitely gotta respect the man for what he's done.
Yeah, he's a good athlete. You're right. He really, I feel like guys like him, Tom Brady, they really play it because they love the game and they want to get better. So.
Yeah, I mean, and he's had to overcome a lot, injuries, and basically he was the backup quarterback for the Broncos the second half of this season. Some injuries affected that a little bit, but yeah, I mean, he really, stepped up at the right time and really led his team, which is, what a great quarterback does. So definitely got to give him props. I got to give Denver props for getting the job done. And I know a lot of people expected Carolina to win the game, myself included. But hey, just props to the Broncos. They did what they had to do. So now we're going to move on to the topic that you probably all really want to hear us talk about, the Super Bowl commercials and the Super Bowl halftime show, obviously. But we'll go to the commercials before because we have a lot of opinions on these Super Bowl commercials. So I guess let's start out with just the commercials in general. Just sort of your, from the commercials that you saw, Kyle, just sort of your thoughts on the Super Bowl commercials in general for Super Bowl 50.
Well, as I was watching the Super Bowl, there was one moment during the entire thing, the entire time I sat in front of the TV, I was gasping. I was in awe. And it wasn't really the game, actually. I didn't really care much about the game, to be honest. It was actually the Bourne trailer. With Bourne, he's like fighting a guy and knocks him out. That was pretty cool. So, yeah, a lot of good movie trailers. And, wow, just kind of like a lot of really funny ones this year. I liked my two favorites, at least one of my favorites. I like the Willem Dafoe one.
Yeah.
You remember the Willem Dafoe?
Yeah, with the Marilyn Monroe.
Snickers commercial. That was great. I love Willem Dafoe. He's like one of my favorite actors, and I just like seeing him in that type of commercial. That was good. So yeah, pretty much. And also, I think we're probably both going to touch on this one a little bit, but what was that? The puppy
monkey baby. Yes. Yes, okay. We do need to touch on that one because it was definitely generated a lot of buzz. The Mountain Dew. It was a Mountain Dew commercial. Basically, for those of you who didn't see it on YouTube, and if you didn't, it's basically these three guys are sitting on a couch, kind of like we are. Yeah. So it makes sense. And they basically say, I think I'm just going to stay in tonight. And all of a sudden, this creature walks in and just keeps repeating, puppy, monkey, baby. And it literally is a puppy's body with a diaper and a monkey's tail, and it hands them like these Mountain Dew like energy drinks. I forget exactly what they're called. And then all of a sudden, it starts like licking one of the guys, and then they just all like start dancing up behind the puppy monkey baby. It's like it's the most creepy but yet most hysterical commercial I think I've ever seen.
It's like something from someone's nightmare. It's like a Clive Barker, it's very. But yeah, it was funny. It brought the point across, I guess.
Yeah, but here's the thing: when in marketing, you want to market so that people will remember you. You know what I mean? And sometimes it means going a little bit on edge or a little bit on the creepy side. But you know what? People are going to remember that product, and they're going to remember that commercial.
I think they're going to really remember the puppy monkey baby more than the actual product, personally.
Puppy monkey baby. But still, they're going to watch that commercial. They're going to see the product, and they're going to... A lot of people will probably be intrigued to actually go try the product. So I think, honestly, even though it's a little bit creepy in a lot of ways, it definitely... I think, honestly, could be an effective marketing strategy for Mountain Dew. I mean, if it works out for them, great. Creeps me out, but hey, what are you going to do? My favorite Super Bowl commercial was the one where, I think you said it was Ant-Man. Breaks into...
A lot of superhero ones this year, I gotta say. Whether it's trailers or just funny,
so products. Ant-Man... I think he breaks into Bruce Banner's house or office or something like that and takes his coat and starts running away with it. And all of a sudden, Bruce Banner turns to the Hulk and just jumps out. And finally, at the end, like, Ant-Man gives the Coke back to Bruce Banner. But it's just like, that one was like really cool. It was like, it was a cool thing that they did, sort of put in two superheroes, sort of super figures in one commercial like that. So I really enjoyed that one. That was one of the ones besides Puppy Monkey Baby that kind of stood out at me. So I think that would definitely have to be my favorite.
Yeah, that was good. And don't forget the other, oh my god, the trailers for all the movies. Did anyone see the Gotham Airlines commercial? Because that's not a real airline. It's because Gotham City's not real. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding. Yeah, of course. But I thought it was a really great advertisement for Batman vs. Superman, which hopefully will be a great movie. I'm keeping my hopes up, Robbie.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers, toes, everything.
Yes.
Now, quickly, this is a tougher one for me, but what was or maybe it's a tough one for you too, what was your least favorite commercial that you saw?
My least favorite?
It's tough. I can't really remember one that I really looked at. I was like, oh, this one's like, ew.
I thought they were all pretty solid this year.
Yeah.
I like the comic book edge. The comic book angle they took with some of them. I mean, honestly, like, see, my complaint with the Super Bowl last year was I thought a lot of the commercials were a little depressing. So I think
that's true. Yeah, they definitely livened them up this year. Yeah,
I think you're right. Yeah, overall they seem to have kind of like, okay, we're not going to take ourselves too seriously this year. Let's just have some fun. You're right. So I like the overall tone this year a lot better. So honestly, I can't say I think I really had any least favorites.
I agree. I don't. There's not one that at least stands out in terms of like really just left a bad taste in my mouth or anything like that. All right, so now we're going to move on to the other part that I'm sure you're very anxious to hear us talk about, the Super Bowl halftime show. Now, again, for those of you who don't know, the Super Bowl halftime show this year was Coldplay featuring Bruno Mars and Beyonce.
Yep. And
I gotta say, this was one of the better Super Bowl halftime shows in the last few years, at least. I would give it, at least today, maybe even like a 9 close to a 10. I mean, all the choreography and stuff like that, just everything. I thought Coldplay was very solid. I think Bruno Mars and Beyonce just sort of even added to the performance.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing that they did at the end, like sort of bringing back like all the different generations of music, like into it. Like I thought it was just a really, really impressive performance, Kyle.
Yeah, it was. I mean, the Coldplay always, I think they put on a really great visual show. They put because they had a lot of kids on stage, right? Which kind of was, I think, reminiscent of their music video to the Beyonce collaboration song they did. So that was kind of nice. It was a good little tidbit, good little kind of part of the performance. And yeah, I agree. I think Bruno Mars hearing Uptown Funk live, that was good. That was really good. And I like how also this year, these past couple of years actually, they've put on, they've decided to kind of vary up the acts a little bit instead of just keeping it to one single person or band.
Or like genre.
Yeah. They really, you're right. They try to like really cross genres. I think they're a little less scared now because before, for those of you who don't know, maybe for younger viewers who haven't seen Super Bowls in the past, or at least the one with Justin Timberlake and...
that's what I was actually just getting ready to say. If you don't mind me jumping in here for a second, is that, well, what he's referring to is a bunch of, it may have been, I think it's over 10 years ago by now, Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson were performing in the Super Bowl. And Justin Timberlake, they had a bit of a wardrobe malfunction where Justin Timberlake ripped back this, like...
I'm going to put quotes around that one.
This, like, stripe that, like, Janet Jackson covering her bosom, or whatever you want to call it. I'm trying to figure out how to, like, put this... This is a family show.
Yeah, I know, like PG terms.
Yeah. And he pulled it back, and instead of, like, showing, like, some like, an undergarment or something, it actually showed actual, like...
Yeah,
nipple,
real skin there. Yeah. So.
Yeah. But since that point, they've really gone more. They've really just been going more conservative in terms of the Super Bowl. Like they had the Rolling Stones, they had Paul McCartney, but now it seems like they're starting to bring back sort of that more flair and current hits type theme to the Super Bowl, which I think is nice. One mistake should not ruin an entire tradition.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm glad that they decided to do that. The one other thing I want to bring up, speaking of wardrobes, kind of, is that the one controversial point that came out of that Super Bowl halftime show was Beyonce and her backup dancers started dressing like the Black Panthers, and a lot of people were saying that it was just sort of a screw you to the police. I didn't really get that. I didn't really get that feel to it, but at the same time, I can kind of see where they're coming from because their gift did look a lot like what the black sort of a Black Panther, not salute, but sort of a Black Panther throwback type. Listen, I've never had a problem with Beyonce. I think she's an excellent singer. I've never had a problem
terrific
with her as a person from what I've heard. I don't think she necessarily tried to say, screw you to the police. It may have been a bad wardrobe choice. I'm not denying that, but I think we're going a little bit too overboard.
A little bit.
Here saying that, she's trying to, say F the police or whatever.
She's an artist. She's just trying to do her own thing.
It was a fun show. No need to. We all need to relax a little bit. I guess what I'm trying to say.
Stop overanalyzing stuff. Just watch the show for what it is at the end of the day. So, yeah.
All right. So now we're gonna move on again. One final time, just want to congratulate the Denver Broncos. Hopefully, the Pats will be back in Super Bowl 51 next year. We'll have a much more upbeat Super Bowl recap.
No more injuries.
Actually, yeah, seriously.
Stop with the injuries.
You're not even. That's not even a joke.
No.
But anyway, now it's time to move on to the knock on wood. Now it's time to move on to the last portion of our episode, our monologues. I'm gonna let Kyle go first tonight because I know he actually has something prepared this week. So
I do.
Kyle, take it away.
It's the first time in a year I've actually prepared something.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
Most of the other stuff was more hey, what can I improvise? What can I wing, this time?
Yeah.
But no, I just wanted to let you guys know to check out, I believe it's this weekend, they're going to do the Big Air.
Yeah.
Which is a big snowboarding competition.
And where's it being held?
It's going to be held at none other than Fenway Park.
Yep.
Which is, I think, the first time they've ever done it at Fenway Park. So,
yes, absolutely.
They've kind of gone around the country, different, giant venues
I heard the last time it was in New England was at Killington, I think.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, I think somebody had said something about that. But
yeah. So definitely check it out. It's starting tonight, actually, I believe at 8:30.
Yeah.
At 8:30. Well, today's Thursday. Today, Thursday.
And tomorrow, Friday.
And tomorrow, yes.
Friday, yes.
Yep.
So if you see this by then, check it out.
Do it.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right,
Sounds
cool.
pretty fun.
Yeah, definitely. Go. Please don't die anybody, and go get them. Mine is I just want to throw a quick congratulations to the Boston College men's ice hockey team who won the Bean Pot on Monday night over at TD Garden. Speaking of major Boston sports venues, they won it over at TD Garden 1-0 in overtime against Boston University. I was actually at the game. It was a thriller, great hockey game, and fortunately for me, BC came away with the victory. So
nice. Brought
the Bean Pot back to Chestnut Hill after a 1-year absence. This is actually their, I think, 6th Bean Pot in the last 7 years. Ooh. So great. Good job, Eagles. Congratulations. And nice. Hopefully this is just the start of trophies to come to Chestnut Hill this season. So go get them. All right. So that's going to do it for this edition of On the Couch Talking Sports. Thanks as always for joining us. Oh, by the way, if you have a favorite Super Bowl commercial or even some thoughts on the halftime show, feel free to comment, tweet us.
A moment that you saw, a play that you liked, or just any Super Bowl moment, commercial, play, halftime show wise.
Let us know.
So drop it right in the comments.
Comments, Facebook, Twitter. You can even text us. Email. I don't know. Do something.
Do something. Anything.
Send them smoke signals.
There you go.
Yeah.
Or you can send an owl if you want to do like the Harry Potter.
Yes.
Bring
of
us
course.
an
By the
owl.
way, probably a new Harry Potter movie is coming out this summer or
Yes,
something like
I think
that.
it's like a prequel or something. It's not even really Harry Potter. It's like some prequel that they're doing. It's like one of the characters in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or we getting way too nerdy right now.
Yeah,
Anyway, he's Kyle. I'm Robbie, signing off here for On the Couch Talking Sports. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Woo! Boom.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
Did you stick something on my back?
Yeah, you got tagged.